My brother was a professional photographer for a while. I've never been too into it myself, but I've had this camera sitting in my closet for a while. I know it's not a very good camera, but it actually works pretty well for macro photography. I think it's time to get out my camera and try some Lego photography. After doing some research, I found out moss is your best friend when doing Lego photography. So when I'm looking for a spot to take pictures, I've got to keep my eye out for moss. I also need to try and make things match in scale. I can use pebbles for boulders and twigs for trees. I think I'm finally ready to start taking pictures, so I grabbed a few minifigures and got to work. So here I've got Kylo Ren, and there's a puddle over there, so I'm going to try and get some shots of that. I really love how this one came out. The reflections in the water, the blurry background, and the crisp details. I don't know how good it looks on YouTube, but I just love how it turned out. I found some great moss here, so I'm going to try and get a couple pictures here. I'm not so sure about this one. Maybe I should turn up the exposure a little bit more, but I'm not so sure. I've got my Mando minifigure and my Blurg here, so I'm going to try and get a shot of this. I don't really like this one too much, but I did take some more on the rocks. I really like this one, but unfortunately you can see my house in the background. This one's kind of cool, but he's a little bit out of focus, unfortunately. So I have this fake Mr. Goat here, and I have this really cool idea. He's going to be sitting on the curb because of all the controversy that surrounds him. So I'm going to go ahead and get some pictures of that. This one might be one of my favorites. My only problem with it is how distracting the reflections are. So I'm setting these minifigures up. It's a Gonk Droid and a Bounty Hunter on this entrance to my garage, and I'm hoping it looks like some sort of Coruscant or something. And this Bounty Hunter is about to steal the Gonk Droid. So let's take some pictures of that. I love how the Bounty Hunter is out of focus in this one. It kind of shows how the Gonk doesn't really notice him. So I'm going to try and get some pictures at night. I've got my camera here, and I have a chosen location. It's going to be Crosshair and some Death Troopers, so I'm going to take those right now. I'm surprised at how little noise this one has. Usually when taking a picture or video at night, it gets really noisy. Now that I've got some practice, I think it's time to take the best picture I can. So this is the spot I chose. It has a nice amount of moss, and I'd say it looks really good. So I'm going to try and use that. And I'm going to use some of these branches and leaves and moss and rocks to try and make it look really realistic and kind of almost like a forest. So I'm going to get doing that. So here's the set I made. I took a few photos. I'd say they turned out pretty good, although I haven't really looked at them yet. So I guess I'm going to go inside, edit them, and see how they look. I think it turned out really well. The branches look just like real trees, and I love the color contrast of the white and green. And the moss looks just like real grass. Anyway, I absolutely loved trying Lego photography. I'll definitely be posting some on my new Instagram, along with sneak peeks of my mocks. Anyway, if you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.